Tennis is a game of precision, concentration, and skill. But what happens when the biggest challenge isn't the opponent across the net, but the fans in the stands? From hecklers and streakers to full-on fights and even criminal acts, today we're diving into the craziest moments when spectators crossed the line and disrupted matches in ways that left players, officials, and audiences stunned. Welcome to FlixNet, and you won't believe some of these incidents, so let's get into it. It's one thing to cheer for your favorite player, but heckling a legend? During the 2003 French Open, Serena Williams faced not only Justine Henin, but also a hostile Parisian crowd. Boos, jeers, and even shouts between points rattled Serena, leading to one of the most controversial moments in tennis history. Fans can be passionate, but did they cross the line? Even Roger Federer, the epitome of composure, had his patience tested during the 2009 US Open final. A rowdy, likely inebriated fan wouldn't stop shouting, throwing off both Federer and Juan Martín del Potro. The match had to be briefly paused. When does fan enthusiasm turn into outright disrespect? This one's less about anger and more about, well, embarrassment. During the 1996 Wimbledon final, a streaker ran onto center court, shocking the players and audience alike. Richard Krajicek and Malibay Washington had no choice but to laugh it off. Some interruptions are annoying, but at least this one was just awkward. Australian Open matches have seen some of the wildest fan disruptions. Whether it's national pride boiling over or just too much pre-match beer, there have been multiple incidents of full-blown fights in the stands. In 2007, Serbian and Croatian fans clashed, forcing security to intervene and eject several spectators. Passion is great, but physical brawls? That's a whole different level. Some fan incidents are lighthearted, but others are horrifying. In 1993, one of the darkest moments in tennis history occurred when a crazed Steffi Graf fan ran onto the court and stabbed Monica Seles in the back. This attack not only ended Seles' dominance in the sport, but changed tennis security forever. A reminder that sometimes fans don't just cross the line, they shatter it. Not all bad fan behavior comes from random spectators. Sometimes it's from the player's own parents. During the 2018 US Open qualifiers, a heated parent screamed at officials over a line call, causing a scene and halting the match. Security had to remove them from the stands. Let the kids play, right? Not all fan disruptions are negative. Sometimes they're scary. In 2016, during a match at Roland Garros, a spectator collapsed in the heat. Novak Djokovic immediately stopped play, signaled for medics, and even brought the fans some water. A true class act. Imagine playing in a high-stakes match, and suddenly, boom! That's what happened in the 2009 French Open when a spectator threw a firecracker onto the court. The explosion startled both players and caused a brief evacuation. Why someone thought that was a good idea? We'll never know. Rafael Nadal is one of the most beloved athletes in the world, but even he had an uncomfortable fan moment. During the 2009 US Open, a spectator ran onto the court and kissed him on the cheek. Security tackled the fan, but Nadal stayed cool and even laughed it off. Still, maybe let's stick to admiring from afar. As if tennis wasn't hard enough, imagine trying to return a serve while someone shines a laser pointer in your eyes. This happened at the 2015 ATP Finals when a disruptive fan used a laser to distract a player. Officials quickly stepped in, but it raises the question, where do we draw the line between being a fan and being a problem? Tennis fans are some of the most passionate in sports, but sometimes that passion goes a little too far. From lighthearted interruptions to moments that change the sport forever, these incidents prove that anything can happen on a tennis court. Which moment shocked you the most? Have you ever witnessed a wild fan moment at a match? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, go to our feed and watch the wildest moments in tennis history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.